Okay, so in this video, what we're going to do is we're actually going to solve for the unknown in this case. So before we were doing the plug and chug method where we knew what x was and we didn't know what the total value was at the end. But in this case, we know what the total value is. I don't know what x is. And I do have a dependent variable attached to an independent number here, okay? So you might recognize this from the last video. This was the problem about the movie tickets. So before we determined how much it was going to cost for the number of friends we were taking to our movie for our birthday, right? I backed it up. Now I have how many friends are going to go to our movie if tickets are $8.50 a piece and I only have $51 to spend. Here's a real life example. How do I figure that out? Well, your brain is probably already critically thinking about this situation, right? If you know you have $51 and each ticket is worth $8.50, how do I figure out how many tickets I can actually purchase at that price with that amount of money? Very simple. I have over here a balancing beam. We're going to balance an equation after this, but I wanted to show you just the steps first as to how to do this. And what you do to solve for an unknown is PEMDAS, which you should be pretty familiar with at this point. If not, definitely do a review. But we're doing PEMDAS backwards. We start with the addition and subtraction. We do then division and multiplication before we do our exponents and our parentheses. In this case, I actually don't have any addition and subtraction, so I'm going to ignore that, and I'm going to go right to multiplication and division. So if I'm multiplying something by 850, how do I undo multiplication? What's the opposite of that? The opposite is division, you're right. Okay, so if I want to figure out how many times 850 can go into 51, what do? We divide it. So I'm going to take each side and divide it by 850. And this is where our balancing beam is going to come into play later. Because my equal sign is my balance beam point, I have to make sure that everything on this side of the equal sign is treated the same as everything on this side of the equal sign. So anything I do here has to also happen here, otherwise my puzzle is not going to make sense at the end. So 51 divided by 850 is 6. Remember in the last video, we could take 6 friends to the movies for $51. So I was able to divide each out. If I do 850 divided by 850, that cancels out, right? It's 1. Well, 1 times any number is still itself, so I can kind of pretend like this doesn't exist anymore. And what I have left is this side of my equation. 51 divided by 850 is 6, so x equals 6 in this case. Let's do it just a little bit more simply, and we're going to use our balance beam and our work over here. So let's try an equation much more simple. It's going to be 3x plus 2 equals 14. How do I write that on a balance beam? Well, it really helps if you have your x's actually in a form where you can move them. So I wrote mine on magnets here. And I have 3 x's. You got that? We're good. But I also have, let me move them over. I didn't make my balance quite long enough. Plus 2. And then on this side of the balance beam, because remember, this is my equal sign, I have 14. Right now it's balanced, and I gotta make sure I keep it balanced, because if I have one side too heavy than the other side and I'm not keeping them straight and I'm not doing the same thing to each side of the equal sign, my balance is gonna come off. So I'm going to start with the work first because we're familiar with PEMDAS, and we're just going to undo this equation by work. And then we're going to check it by doing the balance. So again, PEMDAS backwards. We're starting with addition and multiplication, and we're undoing things. So do the opposite. So I always start what's furthest away from my unknown. In this case, it's the 2x, or the 2 is furthest from the x. So I'm going to start with that. And it has the addition, so I know that I'm going to start at the end of my PEMDAS. Addition is at the end, that's where I'm going to go. Anything I do to this side of the equal sign, I have to do to this side of the equal sign because this is my balancing point. So if I take 2 off of this side, I have to take 2 off of this side. Those cancel out because 2 minus 2 is 0. I'm going to bring my 3x down, just kind of like you do when you're doing long division. Don't get rid of your numbers, you want to keep them. 14 minus 2 on this side. So now I have 3x equals 12. I still don't know what x is, but you can use your critical thinking skills at this point. You can ask yourself 3 times what equals 12. And if that doesn't work for you, you can simply do the math as well. We have to undo this. 3x is the same as 3 times x. To undo it, we have to divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. Again, I've got to do it to both sides because I need to keep this balanced. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. And I don't need that because 1 times anything is the number. So that's just extra work. I'm just going to keep x. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So in this case, x equals 4. Let's check it back a second. Three times 4 is 12. Okay, 12. 12 plus 2 equals 14. Check. Sweet, I did it right. But what if that's too much for your brain right now? That's totally okay. We can do it visually. So again, I have to keep my stuff balanced, right? So in order for it to stay balanced, I have to make sure whatever I do to this side, I do to this side so that it doesn't tip. So again, we're gonna do PEMDAS. I have a multiplication in the x's. They are connected together, they are tied together, they are multiplied together, they stay together. My plus 2 though has a symbol right here that separates it, and that's what I'm going to start with. Again, end of PEMDAS, addition and subtraction is what we undo first. So same thing here. I'm going to take 2 from this side, which means I'm subtracting 2. I've got to get rid of them. And if I subtract 2 from this side, I've got to subtract 2 from this side. All right, but see, that looks like a mess, so I've got to rebalance my thing. So I'm going to erase my 2's here because I canceled them out by subtracting it off. And I'm going to say 14 minus 2 over here. I'm going to simplify that so it looks like less of a mess. 14 minus 2 is 12. So right now I have 3 x's equal 12. How much does each one equal? Well, I can check and guess, or I can divide it. But let's check and guess, because sometimes that's just the way our brain needs to work. So let's say that x was worth 2. So 2, 2, and 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is only 6. So it's definitely not that. 6 does not equal 12. What if it was 3, 3, and 3? 3 plus 3 is 6, plus another 3 is 9. That's not 12. What if I do 4, 4, and 4? 4 plus 4 is 8, plus another 4 is 12. Awesome, it balances, it checks. So I know here that x equals 4. That is what worked when I added all of those together to equal 12. Adding things together multiple times is the same thing as multiplying. I could have said x times what equals 12. I have 3 x's, so 3 times what equals 12? 3 times 4 equals 12. Let's just do one more. This next one I'm going to give you is a little bit harder because there's going to be an x on both sides. We can only have x on one side to get it equal to a number. If it's a number plus x, then it's really not done. We have 2 unknowns in our puzzle on each side. That's too hard. We're never going to figure out the puzzle. So let's say that I have 2x on one side minus 3, and that equals x plus 15. We're still going to do PEMDAS backwards, but when you have variables on both sides of your balancing equal sign, you need to get rid of those first. And always start with the smallest one because it's easiest to move smaller numbers around. 1x here, right? That's the same thing as saying 1x. Don't put extra numbers in you don't need. It's just 1x. Okay, so we have 1x here and 2x here. It's easier to get an x off of this side as opposed to getting 2 x's off of this side. This is double work. I don't want to do that. Make life easy, guys. So x is being added to 15. In all technicalities, this is a positive x. There's no negative out front of it. It's a positive. So we are quote unquote adding the x in. So in order to undo that, we have to subtract it. Opposite of adding is subtracting. So I'm going to subtract x from this side. If I do it to this side, it's got to be balanced. I got to do it to this side. 2x minus 1x. 2 minus 1 is 1. X. Drop everything else down. Those canceled. I got rid of them. Equals 15. That looks a little bit more doable than before, right? Again, we're going to PEMDAS it backwards. Oh, there goes my eraser. If we PEMDAS it backwards, I'm going to undo my subtraction. How do you undo a subtraction? Adding. Okay, so I'm going to add 3 to both sides. Again, I gotta balance around the equal sign. 15 plus 3, you guys. 15 plus 3 is 18. X equals 18. Done and done. Let's try to do it on the balance beam here. So I have 2x on this side that are attached and only 1x on this side that is attached. But what I do have here on this side is minus 3, and I have plus 15. Okay, so if I want to balance this, I'm going to get this x taken off. Well, if I have that x taken off, I have too many x's over here. So I have to take this x off too to make sure that it's balanced. 2 x's, 1 from each side, it should still be balanced. So now I have x minus 3 equals a positive 15. We're basically to this point here in our work, but we're just using our hands to do it instead. How do I figure out blank minus 3 equals 15? Well, what minus 3 equals 15? Can you do that in your head? 18 minus 3 equals 15. So in this case, 18 is what your x is worth. Right? Just like that. So remember, we're doing PEMDAS backwards. Let's just do one example that has multiplication in it so that you can see how that works. (3x equals 27). Your brain already might be doing this. It might already be running and you're thinking about 3 times what equals 27. You probably already know this factor, but let's say you don't. How do I undo a multiplication? Opposites, opposite, opposite. Division. The opposite of multiplication is division. So divide both sides by 3, and we're undoing this multiplication. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So we're just going to leave our x. We don't do 1x. That is just too much. 27 divided by 3 is 9. X equals 9. Let's make it a little bit longer. 3x plus 9 equals 33. In this case, I'm going to subtract 9 first because, again, I got to start down here on my PEMDAS. And I'm undoing the adding. So I have to do it to both sides again to balance my equal sign. 33 minus 9 is 24. So again, I have 3 times x equals 24. Well, 3 times what equals 24? You might already have that factor in your head. If you don't, just divide it. 24 divided by 3 is 8. In this case, x would equal 8. So we did multiple steps. First, we got rid of this known factor here that was added on. And then after we got rid of that known factor that was added on, we had to get rid of this 3 that was attached to the x. That's a 2-step equation.